Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to continue with some good old Octopath. I feel confident enough that I've gained enough levels to kind of generally get my way through the chapter 2s of the game. So for starters, we're going to go to Therion's story in the Noble Court. In Noble Court. As I did last time, I basically swapped Therion out, or I swapped Therion in for Hanit. So now, for instance, if I approach someone in town, I can use all four of the different ways of interacting with people. Also, I just think that Therion kind of fits the build better, set by the other three characters. So we're actually haven't been in this town before. So since I already entered, I have to really quickly talk. Because when I came here before, I had Hanit in my party, I believe. So because of that, it didn't prompt me, but I did enter here before. So I do need to, where's the tavern? Of course, the tavern. You can run for free in cities, by the way. I haven't been doing that, and I should have been. I don't think this is, okay. I guess that's where we're breaking into. What a spoiler alert that is. But in any event, we'll keep going. I guess the tavern's in East Noble Court. Since I can't go in, it seems like I went everywhere in West Noble Court. Yes, here we go. Tell me a tale. Okay. He's already level 20. I think he's like 23, 24? The story so far. Successfully infiltrating Ravis Manor, Therion was confronted by the butler, Heathcote, who ensnared him with a fool's bangle. Now he begrudgingly ventures forth to find the three Dragonstones, lost treasures of House Ravis at the behest of their owner, Lady Cordelia, that he might have his mark of shame removed. And so he arrives in this town, where rumor has it the Ruby Dragonstone resides. As for who holds it, none can say. Thus Therion's search begins.
Now then.
A scholar in Noble Court. Thanks, Heathcote. Those are like a leaf a dozen here. I think the money is called leaves. I think that's what it's called. They just use the symbol here. I need something more to go on than that. That's on the outskirts. If I avoid it if I can.
Aye.
A creepy old mansion in the northwest part of town. I heard someone actually lives there. Who? Man named Orlick. They say he's some kind of scholar. What business will a scholar have living there? Research. Apparently he spends all his time locked up in his study studying some shiny red stone. His men won't let anyone in to see him. Ooh. If you ask me, it sounds like he's hiding something. Well, no shit. May very well be, but I'm fine letting him keep his secrets.
Interesting.
Secrets he can keep, but that stone is a different story. Time to do some research of my own. Outskirts of town, was it? Yeah, I literally just went there. So I guess the bangle around his wrist is apparently, like, made of the hardest material in the universe, then. Because he can't smash it on anything, it doesn't wear off, he's just permanently stuck to him. This must be the place. This poor schmuck.
Of course.
And of course it's guarded. Damn, alright, he's just gonna pose there. A scholar with his own personal armed guard? Yeah, that's not suspicious or anything. No back door either. Can't get a free pass anywhere these days. I'll swing by the tavern. Someone's bound to know something. Yeah, so we've gone here and there. We've literally run around the entire town the whole time. Tell me, how would you get into this building? An interesting query. Were at a battlefield, I would seek out the weakest flank and strike using the element of surprise. I would have figured you for a more frontal assault. Of course, I would consider that too, were it necessary, but either way, reaching the center of the manse would be no easy task. Brute force can only get you so far, eh? Just so, the straight way of the soldier is not always the shortest nor quickest path. Hence, this venture is best left in your hands. I'm most eager to see your skills in action. Never thought I'd have an audience. OP. Alright, so, we've literally gone full circle.
Now,
Now let's see, who here looks like they know about our friend Orlick? Ah,
Hello.
the fellow old man. How's business, my friend?
Well, you see...
Not good, I'm afraid. I hope you're faring better. Wish I could tell you so, but it's been hard lately for us too. Okay, there we go, much better. My condolences. Mine too, moving on. I just don't get those people. Locked away in that manor, surrounded by guards. It's strange, isn't it? Makes me wonder just what Orlick's up to in there.
well,
That's more like it.
hey,
Mind if I have a seat?
hello.
Not at all. Can I get you two a drink?
All
Who
right.
could say no to free booze? It's mighty kind of you, stranger. What brings you here? You don't look like you're from around these parts. I'm a wanderer, going wherever my feet take me. There's nothing better than a tall ale and a good tale after a good day of traveling. You don't mind me asking, who's this Orlick fellow you were talking about? If you're that interested, we'll tell you all about him. Consider it thanks for the drinks.
Well, the fact is...
Orlick's the talk of the town right now.
Truth is...
He's a scholar, and one I dare say went off the deep end, holed himself up inside the building on the edge of town. Word is he's doing some kind of research and hasn't come out since.
Just so.
I heard he's investigating a stone, but nobody knows what for. I think it sounds like he's got a few screws loose. You got that right, he's one you don't want to get involved with. I think about it though, didn't he have a research partner?
Ah,
Yeah, I heard he was another eccentric one. I think he's still doing his research in town. What's his name?
if I recall...
Barnram? Barhan? Barham. Yeah, or Barham. Worked in that manor with Orlick, but they went their separate ways after a disagreement.
Is that so?
Guess they were too much for each other to handle. Sounds like it. Anyway, I hope that sates your curiosity, Wanderer.
Thanks.
It does. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. Now to track down this Barham. Barham? Alright. Well, before I do that, since it's in the back part of town, let's talk to these guys.
is...
That grave robber sneaking around here lately? People, can't people just let the dead rest in peace? In my younger days, I would have given them what for, but these old bones don't move like they used to, and the scoundrel just keeps running away. If only there was some way to bring that no-good scoundrel justice. The Gravekeeper's Grief.
Hello.
I was once in charge of an entire company of mercenaries, but 3 of my men betrayed me. Everything fell apart. My company, my life. And those 3 turncoats are still out there, some walking around as free as can be with the crest they took from me. I had the pointer streak to go up, and only someone would see justice served. The price of vengeance. But yeah, we're gonna get into the side quests at some point. Apparently from what I've been told, there's a lot of save scrubbing involved if you don't want to potentially pay money. Oh look, it's Kit! What's you? Do you by chance remember me? I'm Kit, you gave me a healing grip when I was lying wounded on the roadside. How was my journey, you ask? I'm afraid to say as I feel like going as far as I can on my own. There are too many dangers to face alone. I wonder if some band of travelers might not allow me to join them on the road. Oh, you can't... I can't take him? Yeah, I guess I have to find a band of travelers, or maybe the leader or something, and bring him to him. Okay, this way. Yeah, well.
Now then.
Let's see if he's home.
What?
Who's there? Someone looking for a man named Barham.
Let's hurry this up.
I'm Barham. What business do you have with me?
Is that so?
I heard you used to be Orlick's research partner. Is that true?
Yes, yes.
That was long, long ago. I have nothing to do with the man now, and all the better for it. That's all you came here for? You can leave now. Goodbye. Wait, hear me out. Orlick is something I need.
What?
And what's that? I'll give you a hint. It's the subject of his research. The Ruby Dragonstone.
Indeed.
That's the one.
I see.
So why's your plan to take it from him? Guilty as charged. You need my help.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So you came to ask me how to get into his place. Scholars are quick on the uptake. I mean, well, sure, quick on the uptake.
Let's
Following
hurry
the
this up.
dialogue. Very well, I'll give you the answer you seek. And leave a password to enter.
Oh-ho.
And the password is... Presumptuous, aren't we? I'll tell you on one condition.
Is that so?
Let's hear it. Get what I need for my experiment and we'll call it a deal.
Sure.
Sounds fair, so what do you need? Pure water filtered through the desert sands. The kind found in only the most pristine oases. Silly man, I actually thought your demand was going to be reasonable. It is, you fool. A merchant from the Sunlands oft comes into town selling this very water. I'm gonna have to steal it, yeah. It doesn't come cheap. If you catch my drift. Consider it done. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to steal from him. Now, the storyline steals always 100, or if not, I'm gonna save before I do it.
Welcome, welcome.
Come on, I present to you the most precious and refreshing beverage in the realm. Oasis water, all natural and free of even the slightest impurities. One sip and you'll taste the difference. You there, how about a drink?
Feeding time.
Leave beef to water. Okay. Yeah, it's 100. You just take it. Trust you won't be missing this. It's kind of weird. He literally just walks up to the dude, takes it, and is gone. Alright, whatever. Give him what he wants.
And that's that.
I hope you're thirsty.
Huh?
That was faster than I anticipated.
Now then.
Fulfill my half of the bargain. Now tell me the password.
No.
No, your half is fulfilled when I say it's fulfilled. Oh boy, here we go. I see what's happening here. Should hope so. I need a few more things for my experiment, if you'd be so kind.
If you insist.
Thieves are not notorious for being kind. How can I help you? I require a wyvern scale. Can you procure one for me? I don't know. Where can I find one?
If you want facts.
They're sold in town from time to time. It's highly prized by scholars as reagent. It carries a price to match. So in other words, another merchant. I'm noticing a trend here.
Yes,
but
yes.
Good, I'm counting on you. Great. Steal a wyvern scale. Let's save. Let's save just in case there's a boss fight somewhere in here. Yeah, I don't trust it. Just so that way at least I don't have to sit through the dialogue again. Okay. Nope, this way. This way. Do I really give a shit what this guy has to say? Of course not. Just rob him blind. Yeah, see, this is 80%. Got it. Okay. Basically, I presume they're teaching you that it's not always 100%, which is pretty obvious. I mean, by this point, you know, the fact that they even put 100% you know, it kind of implies that it goes below 100%. But anyway, so it's a good thing I saved. I'm sure the next one will be like 20% or something.
And that's that.
I got what you asked for. Perfect. You're quite good at your craft. I need a password, not praise. I just need one more thing.
Wonderful.
Remind me, who's the crook here? It's a fine attitude to have if you don't want the password. Okay, but this is the last one. It's the last one. Yes, I promise. It's a special type of ore, metallic in nature but crystal clear. Once I have it, I can begin my experiment. Music to my ears. Alright. Okay, at least the person is right here. Oh, nice. They're even right next to the save point. So I can just quickly save and try to snatch it. I don't even have to change the zone. Okay. 80. Okay, got it. Isn't he scared that this is going to come back to him? Like he suddenly is able to do his experiment, having procured items?
And that's
whatever.
that.
Got what you asked for.
Here.
Catch.
Careful.
Careful with that anyhow, thanks. Unless I can begin my grand experiment. Aren't you forgetting something, old man? You promised me a password. Cool your heels. The experiment comes first. He's gonna die, isn't he? He's gonna explode or some shit. I hope you don't think you can swindle a swindler.
Wrong.
Don't be ridiculous. Just be patient. I'll upload my half of the bargain.
If you want facts.
Orlick and I have known each other since our years at the academy. We acquired that manor as a place to continue our research. But he changed after coming across that dragon stone. It was almost like he was possessed, his life consumed by his research. He wouldn't let anyone near him, not even me. So I want to help you get that stone away from him. Wow, they're going to give him a noble plot arc now. It's not meant to be held by our hands. He's an asshole, but he's a loving asshole. The password is the truth of all things.
Well, I'll be damned.
It's easy enough to remember.
Yes.
You take this with you, too.
This is...
This is a key.
True.
Observant. Use all those materials to make this.
Yes, yes.
You're a natural-born researcher, boy. Now, the password will get you into the mansion. But the door to the laboratory can only be opened with that key. Okay. Makes you think he doesn't want anyone getting in, not even an old friend like you. So we may have disagreed from time to time, but Orlick is still like a brother to me. My warnings may have been nothing but noise to him, but... I wouldn't be much of an older brother if I didn't nag from time to time. Passion is important in our line of work, but there's a fine line between that and obsession. Orlick's crossed that line. So this moving friendship, or maybe brotherly love, is why you're so willing to help me. I wonder, perhaps it's jealousy or hatred that's come to drive me. Those bygone days are precious to me, even now. I know what I feel is true.
Oh, really?
Tugs the old heartstrings. My own reasons are more than enough. Friends, brothers, partners. Ugh. Flashback, or... Yeah, okay. I don't know, what city is this? Have I been here before?
All right.
I think we're in the clear. Those Ciano bastards finally got what they deserved. Always strutting around like they bleeding own the place. Wish I could see their boats when they realize someone beat them to it. matter how hard they look now, they won't find our treasure. Something this rare will be wasted on them anyway. You said it, now we'll just sell this gem and... Wait. Something wrong? Where are the gold coins we stole? We said we split the spoils. Sharp as a tack, aren't ye? It's not much, so I thought I'd hold on to it and buy you a tiddly later. I see. Let's celebrate with this tonight. Yeah, let's.
All right.
Don't let your guard down. The Cianos will come for revenge at some point. They call themselves thieves with all sorts of violence if need be.
Thanks.
I know, thanks for looking out, Par. I would get out of town. I don't know about these dudes. But anyway. No problem, now let's get moving. What, so Darius probably betrayed him? Therion and Cyrus. I swear, scholars have to be the most pig-headed folk
Not
around.
exactly.
There's some truth to... No, I'm afraid I must protest. You must understand, not all scholars like the master here. I can see there are stubborn types obsessed with their research and blind to all else. There are broad-minded thinkers, too, who freely seek wisdom and truth in all its forms, like myself, for example. I see, let me rephrase myself. By all means, my friend, scholars are some of the most pompous and pedantic people I've ever had the joy of meeting. Now that's hardly an improvement. Allow me to make a counter-argument. Case in point, now if you'll excuse me. That's fucking funny. That was a good one. Let me save, because you know I'm going to be doing a dungeon. Again, this is a level 22 quest, so... Actually, Therion is 25, so he's reasonably close to a level, but that's only because I didn't train him for the first half of the playthrough.
Hold on there.
Oh, what business do you have here? So I need to sneak around now that I have the password. If I play my cards right, I can walk right in.
Hey.
I have a package for ordering materials for his experiment. Hear anything about a delivery?
Nah.
Not me. It's odd, maybe the message got lost somewhere. Anyway, he said it was urgent, so I rushed over. Understood. What's the password? The truth of all things. Alright, you may pass. Okay.
Much obliged.
I keep thinking I'm supposed to walk in after stuff like that. I forget, it always like has a
Time to
nice
get to work.
separation between gameplay and cutscene. Where would we be without guards? Okay. Let me guess, his house is going to have guards that are going to attack me even though I gave the right password. Yeah, see, if you run, it turns the minimap red. I believe that increases the encounter rate. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not going to run. We're going to take our time. Might as well appreciate the... What? Oh, okay, it's two different areas. So what's this last one? It's also Orlix Man's. Do I have... No, I don't. Okay. I don't have evasive maneuvers on. I mean, maybe I should just put it on, but I don't know what I can even take off of Cyrus at this point. Right? Percipience is good up until you get to the boss. I don't think a boss is going to do that or surprise you. He's just not... Persistence. All enhancements, and the show goes on. Return, okay. Maybe I'll give it to him. We're kind of at the point where I don't want to waste support skills on my tier 1 stuff.
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
Well, it's good because I get to see what all these guys are weak to anyway. Let's just try different attacks. So we know that he's weak to spears. That means he's also weak to swords. Everyone in here is weak to swords. I'm going to tell that right now.
Yes.
Not axes. Let's do lion dance. I'm going to have Cyrus analyze.
Victory shall
I know they're weak to swords because everything is ordered in this game. So as you see, it was very easy to break. Is this a... Oh, Guardian with a lantern on its head, apparently. It's apparently steam powered or something. I don't know. Okay, let's use Analyze. Actually, if you boost it, I think Analyze reveals 2 things. Yeah. Bows and daggers.
Battle is truly joy.
Okay. So what I'll do for him is I'll have him level slash again.
Well then.
Let's see. I actually don't even think that hard. For him, just have him break. Okay. Actually, because they're gonna wake up, so it doesn't really matter. Whatever.
Fatal touch. Interesting dilemma.
For no reason. Okay. Let's completely just wait.
Here I come! Oh, sacred light!
There we go.
I hope I grow more of them.
Very good. See, now that I know how to sprint, I kind of do it out of habit, which is bad. I was doing it to grind, and now look what happened. Out of life.
Come on, I've got
The
better
fuck
things
is
to do.
this? I actually don't know what that thing is supposed to be. Is that a ghost bird? Curator. And 2 bodyguards. Okay, so these guys are either weak to swords or spears. It's spears, okay. Everyone here is weak to spears. Let's start hitting weaknesses.
Great inferno to scorch the
It's not
land.
fire.
My turn. Freeze.
It's not ice.
Well then. May the sacred flame shine forth!
Not light. All that's left is wind, thunder, and dark.
Victory
And
shall
that's just
be
weapon
won.
types. I always appreciate the fact that Thousand Spears misses half the time.
I appreciate it. Really.
Thanks. Self-destruct. Okay, well that's not terrible. It actually barely touched me, all things considered. Whatever.
Tempest of ice shall
Alright, they're weak to ice for some reason.
Not bad. A possible.
Listen, I'm not complaining, it's just some enemies have really weak resistance, or really weird weaknesses. I don't think enemies have resistances in this game, though. I think we're good. Because apparently this is the correct way to go. So this is a separate area than the one below. I guess.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
That is the most relatable thing Therion has said the whole game, and probably the only relatable thing he'll say all game. I have better things to do. Okay, here's what I'll do. Because we have this turn for free. I'm going to share the SP with him.
Great inferno to scorch the land.
Okay, already broke them.
My turn now.
We could actually break this guy, too. The only way to do it is for 1,000 spears to hit only him. Yeah, forget it. I'll just take what I can get.
No.
Oh boy, cross your fingers.
I'll do my best.
Like, I know they wanted to diversify it a bit, but it just makes hitting enemies that are weak to multiple spear hits just really annoying. It didn't really make anything that great, I'm sorry. It really just made it annoying to try to hit enemies with spears multiple times without braving.
I appreciate it. The battle is truly joy.
Spears.
Out of my way!
Doesn't matter.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Aha! Look at this. You can pick it, a lightning amulet. I didn't go back for the other ones, which I probably should in all honesty.
Teach you a lesson.
Weak to staff.
Well then,
I see, it's another lantern powered enemy. Well, let's get out of here. We don't need to fight this. I'm not gonna gain much from doing it. We can pretty much run for most enemies. I think we'll succeed. Oh no, this is only one half of the floor.
Come on, I've got better things
What the
to
fuck
do.
are these things? Are these rank freeze?
Course of action.
Dark Guardians, we already know what they have to be weak to.
Much to learn.
Daggers, okay, that's interesting.
I appreciate it. Really?
I love Therion. Therion is good for quotes, honestly.
The battle is truly joy. I will cut you down!
He's really good for quotes. He says a lot of funny
my
stuff.
turn now.
Okay.
My turn.
Gee,
I
thanks.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so Cyrus can't really help us here. Let's analyze one more time. Bows, yeah. So he's not really that helpful
How about
here.
I will cut you down!
My turn.
Gee, thanks.
Victory shall be mine.
And
Watch my
the big
blade
finish.
dance. The thrill of
I wish I could get better weapons, but weapons are very expensive. So I'm pretty much just hanging in there with stuff I've already found a long time ago. Alright, so now that we've explored, we've gotten our fill of everything. This apparently exits to a different area, so I was actually correct in going this way. Okay. I was going to say let's wrap around and stop fooling around, but apparently I'm doing the right thing.
Well, I'll be damned.
This is the door Barham was talking about. It doesn't look like it has any ordinary lock, that's for sure. This crystal key should do the trick. He has curtains on the door. Now that's fancy. Okay, before I go in, I'm gonna use some Spirit Plums. I don't know why I used 2 there. Whatever, forget it. Just buy some when I'm done. Save the game. Again. Listen, I say before I interact, because you never know. Maybe it'll launch you into a cutscene and then you can't go back and save. That's bullshit. I made a beeline right for the
The
gem.
Ruby Dragonstone.
Oh, okay.
1 down, 2 to go.
That's far enough, thief.
You must be Orlick.
I assume you heard the rumors and came to steal my Dragonstone. But filthy thieves such as yourself could never appreciate its true value. Wait. Barum put you up to this, didn't he? That nagging, patronizing coward Barum. This research is pointless, Ulrich. Enough with the dragon stuff, Ulrich. I'll decide when enough is enough.
That's some good voice acting.
Mark my words, boy. This stone is mine. You will never have it.
This game is good voice acting.
I
It's just
beg to
a
differ.
shame they don't do it more.
I couldn't care less about its true value. But I need to get that stone back to its rightful owner, and that's not you.
This stone should be in the hands of someone intelligent. Someone who can appreciate its mysteries.
Someone like yourself?
Yes, of course.
Precisely. This beautiful stone requires research, and I'm the only one who can do it.
Sound a little excited there.
Sounds like you can't trust anyone else to get the job done.
Why should I?
I never said you should. I know how it feels.
Don't pretend you understand. Enough of this thoughtless prattle. I have work to do.
Oh, okay. I thought the guards were gonna like grab
Let's
me.
get this over
What the fuck? Alright, so same as before, they're protecting him.
What's the logical course of action?
Let's open up the fight. Let's at least open up the fight. Okay, the other guards were weak to Blizzard, so maybe these guys are also weak to Blizzard. Absolutely. That's also. See, I never really know what to do with him on the first turn. Because we can't hit the boss, and he doesn't have any, like, AoE, really. So all he could do is just icicle another enemy. Unless they're weak to axes.
Fatal touch.
Okay, well, the boss is, but
How about you?
not these guys.
I will cut you down!
Okay, swords. Basically most of the stuff that he can do.
Too slow!
Well then,
And Night Ode.
Night Ode, bring your shade.
I would have done Peacock Strut,
Out of my
but
way.
she's pretty low on the speed list. I kind of need to give her the speed up. Maybe. Okay.
I appreciate it. Really.
How about you? I
I
will
won't
cut
break
you
too
down!
much. Just brave enough to maybe get him out the way. I have a lot of health. For the literal scrub squad, they have a real good amount of health. Okay, so here's what I'll do. We'll do Peacock on him. That's what, 5 turns, I think? Yeah. So he should be good to break him again. If he doesn't die. Okay.
How about you? I will cut you down! What is the logical course of action? A tempest of ice shall reign!
Let's have... I'm just gonna basically have him spend like the whole game using Steel SP and then donate it back to like Cyrus using a BP boost to do so. That's basically what I want him to do. I found that that's pretty good for him. Okay, this is gonna break him. Or next turn, he can donate more BP to Cyrus. Or hit with axes, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna break him.
This is the light.
Gonna lion stance.
Over here.
Might have her heal next turn as well.
Keep it up.
And I know Braving gives more SP back, but there was no reason to really do that. Alright, Bubble Slash. I'm gonna boost the shit out of that next time. Do like a Dark Souls soul arrow.
Tempest of Light shall reign.
Okay. Orlick is defenseless. So I've done light, I believe, right? So I wonder what they're actually, what he's weak to.
Bring about a miracle.
Probably daggers as well. It seems like that's also possible. Right, because he's weak to spears. What goes in between spears and axes? Daggers, I guess? Ah, fuck if I know. He's not weak to swords. So 1,000 spears, if it doesn't miss, could do really well. I always feel awful after using that move. I'm not going to lie. It always just feels terrible.
I appreciate it, really.
Okay. Yeah, apparently daggers do come before axes. I'm still thinking too much like it's Fire Emblem. So maybe lightning? Okay, next I'm just gonna have him analyze because I have no clue what this guy's weak to.
My turn now. Bring about a miracle of healing.
The battle is truly joy.
Yeah, actually, let's, here's what I'll do. Brave once for Abide. That's gonna extend his even longer. Let's pour a little bit into Armor Corrosive.
I'll not be defeated.
Yeah, I gotta strut for him. That was the weirdest thing I think I've said so far. I'm gonna waste his one turn on this. Okay, wind and light. Yeah, I was never gonna figure that out. Perfect. Okay. That's actually fine.
What next?
Doesn't change anything. Yeah, because you can't double this up. He's gonna survive this one hit. So Therion's gonna have to break him, which is fine, but it's kind of annoying that you can't double hit his wings.
Out of my way.
Literally, just attack. That's all I need from you. Oh, it's time.
Watch my blade dance.
Yes!
I'll not be defeated.
Okay.
Oh, sacred light.
That works out too. For him, this is what I'm gonna have him do. Share SP. I think that's too much. Let's have him share this with Ulbrich. Yes, okay.
I'll do my best.
Yep, nope, she does.
Now, what next?
Yeah, it really sucks. I either have him do double hits or just one. I think we're just gonna have him use double hits while we're doing this. It doesn't really matter then what he does.
Great inferno to the land. Have at you.
And then one more cross check. He's gonna take a lot. It just seems like he has a lot of health. Activate Construct, okay.
My turn now.
I say we ignore the Construct. We might be able to completely interrupt this man. Because the Construct can't even move this turn. And he's already yellow. So actually for her, she can double hit him with daggers. He can triple hit. Yeah, I already fucked up with him. Triple hit.
Victory shall be mine.
So So if Ulbrich hits him and then the wind goes, then we should be good.
An interesting dilemma. Great wind blows through.
They're both weak to wind. Okay, that works.
No.
Still doing the exact same shit.
Watch my blade dance.
3,000. Yeah, armor corrosive is really good. I really like it.
I appreciate it. Really.
48? God damn. Here. Actually, I won't have him.
Great inferno.
Oh wow, tweak to fire. I lucked out. Okay.
My turn now.
I actually lucked out on that. That was completely random. Alright, we got some good damage in. Ouch!
Too slow.
And he misses, okay. We're fine.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
My turn.
Let's see. I'll just have him SP Steve. He's really hurt. He's really about to die. He might not even make it to the next break.
No.
He'll be lucky if he does. Unfortunately, I'm gonna trade thousands. I feel like even if that hit for the maximum every time and they just lowered the damage, it still wouldn't be that ridiculous because it misses way too often. It's really kind of nasty the way that misses so much.
My turn.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
I'll do my best.
So between Holy Light... Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna kill him. Holy Light, and then we'll just break him with Wind. And the next turn, if he's not dead, I'm gonna use Flame Blast at full power. Okay. So I'll just have him use an empty cross strike. May or may not kill him. Okay. And then armor corrosive. She's not going to be able to strut or lion's dance. So we'll just pile on some armor corrosive.
I see. Now, what next?
Great inferno. The land.
Just think about it. He's red. He's been red for like the last couple of turns, and this is how low red is. He's still pretty hardy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, he's dead. Once again, Ulbrich really carried that.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay, and the Guardian should go down fairly easily too. I wonder what that even does. Like, confuses or something?
Interesting dilemma. Great inferno. The land. How about you?
It's weak to access. Yeah, oh no! Fuck it. I don't. You know what? It's gonna be something stupid like staff hits. I'm not even gonna care. I'm just gonna Peacock Strut for
Peacock strike.
this guy. Actually, that's a mistake. I should have Lion's Dance because she's gonna move before him again. So that was a mistake.
I see.
Shouldn't have done that. Oops.
The battle is truly joined. Out of my way!
Dude, this thing is a fucking tank.
I will not be defeated. Here I go! Yeah.
Now, what next?
Oh, please end him. Dude, this thing is almost as tanky as the boss. This is literally like a second boss. Nice.
I'll do my best.
Okay, it's hurt though.
Yeah.
He actually can analyze. I want to analyze it for fun. I like using analyze. I think analyze is pretty good. Okay, it's dead. Never mind.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Okay.
Bested by a thief. How disgraceful.
I think his guards are just dead, by the way.
Since you won't be doing much more research, I'll just take this.
Yay.
And now,
Au
back to
revoir, fuck boy.
I'm sure Heathcote's got new orders for me. Hooray.
Hooray. That is actually a sound clip if I've ever heard one. Hooray.
I'm back.
I'm so glad to see you safe, Mr. Therion.
I brought the Dragonstone.
Hooray.
This is indeed the Ruby Stone, without a doubt.
You have my gratitude.
He is simply upholding his half of the deal, milady. He deserves no such thanks.
God damn.
After all, he has yet to return the 2 remaining stones.
I think he's earned the removal of the band.
Stop and think about what you're saying.
Yeah, he could just dip. You'd be
I
fucked.
beg your pardon?
You can't guarantee I'll fulfill my promise if you remove this now.
I mean, I think he's a good guy, but he probably still would dip.
And why's that?
You don't strike me as someone who would abandon responsibility.
I don't know, lady.
And you strike me as someone with too much faith in people. Take it from me. No matter how much you trust someone, they will betray you.
Oh,
So do yourself a favor.
wonder if Darius
Build
betrayed
your
him.
walls up higher before you get hurt.
Mr. Therion?
Please, milady, that's quite enough.
Jesus.
I hate to admit it.
Okay.
Right. It's best not to remove the band just yet.
I thought you started choking him.
If you insist.
What did you say to my
Where's
lady?
the next stone?
After a bit of digging, I found it to be in Wellspring.
Oh, I've already been there.
Any idea where in Wellspring?
No, fuck you.
That town is home to a black market.
What does he know about the black market? Only those involved with the business are supposed to know. I knew he was no ordinary butler.
The Emerald Dragonstone is being sold there. Or so my sources say.
I'll be on my way then.
Absolutely.
Good luck out there, Mr. Therion.
They never close
You
that
don't need
window.
to see
by
me
the
off
way.
again. It's a waste of time for both of us.
But
Dude, why did she is really in love with him?
farewell.
Please, don't burden yourself with him, Miss Ravis. Even that man has dignity to uphold.
Dignity.
Though he may live an unscrupulous life, his skills as a thief keep him alive. Naturally, he has pride and confidence in these skills, but we use them against him. And I can imagine he feels great frustration when shown compassion and consideration by the very ones who duped him. If he did not feel such, I would not think him suitable for the job.
Yeah, he's got a good point.
I see. He is a man with a lot of pride.
Milady?
My apologies, Heathcote. but I can't help thinking of that lonesome look on his face. It reminded me of myself back then.
Is that so?
Yes, his words may have been harsh, but I could tell that his true feelings were different.
So Therion's journey continues. His next target, the Stone of Emerald. So he sets forth for the town of Wellspring in the Sunlands, and the den of villainy that awaits within. Okay, so at this point I've done Ophelia's Chapter 2, I've done Cyrus's Chapter 2, and I've done Therion, so all that's left of my main party is Olberic's. So that is a Dragonstone. Why, it's so beautiful. I wouldn't have thought you religious types had much interest in gems. I care not for material wealth, if that is what you mean, but I can sense a strange power in those stones. I'll have to take your word on that. It's not exactly my area of expertise. But whatever the reason, it's not a bad thing for someone like you to be interested in pretty gems. Whatever do you mean by that? I mean, most girls your age like to wear brooches and bangles, right? You ask me, a better place for these gems will be on the wrist of a young lady like yourself. Why? You're just teasing me, aren't you? Well, I think this conversation is over. Why did I walk out of town? You don't need to leave town to teleport. So, that's basically what the skinny is. We can do his Olberic story, which finally will be a second act. I'm in level 36. We're actually not too far off, all things considered. And then after that, I gotta start swapping people in and out of my party to make good. So what I will do is I will first do that, and then once I'm actually playing the game again, we have not a lot of SP, or JP I mean. I'm gonna have her learn Reflective Veil, just so I can see what this is, and also unlock the final skill. Did I put an Encore in her? Around when you incapacitated, you'll recover with 25%. That's actually good. All status enhancements you receive will last for one additional turn. All status augmentations you grant will persist. Does she need this? I don't think she'll ever need this. So I think I can put this on just as a safeguard. If heavens forbid she gets knocked out, then she can recover. Because what else is anyone going to give? He can give critical hit up. That's about it. So I don't really need that. Now, of course, 5 minutes from now, I will totally need it. And I totally won't have it. And it's going to be fan-fucking-tastic when I die because of it.